By the end of this lecture, learners will be able to define the scope of comparative linguistics, describe language families and language types, explain the methods of comparative linguistics, define the basic principles of comparative linguistics, identify the importance of comparative linguistics. Hello everybody, and welcome to the UNIV-ENGLISH channel. If you have not been here before, then, welcome to the UNIV-ENGLISH channel. If you're interested in learning more about linguistics, then make sure to hit the subscribe button, and also smash the notification bell, to receive notifications of when I produce more videos like this. For more information, you are invited to visit my website, english.mokerma.com. So, let's begin with this question. How can you define the scope of comparative linguistics? Comparative linguistics is a field of linguistics that studies the relationships between different languages and language families. It focuses on the similarities and differences between languages and how they are related to each other. Comparative linguists use methods such as phonological, grammatical, and lexical analysis to compare two or more languages. These comparisons help to trace the historical development of a language family over time and can also provide insight into its cultural background. By studying the various aspects of language structure, comparative linguists can build theories about where certain languages may have originated from, or why certain linguistic structures exist in one language but not in another. Comparative linguistics is essential for understanding how language has evolved over time as well as for classifying different types of languages. Language families and language types. Language families and language types refer to the way languages are related and classified. Language families are groupings of languages that share common characteristics, such as shared vocabulary, grammar and syntax. Two major language families include Indo-European and Afro-Asiatic. 1. The Indo-European language family. The Indo-European family is one of the largest and most widely spread language families in the world. It has 9 distinct branches, which include some of the most common languages in Europe such as English, Spanish, French, German, and Greek. It also includes many languages spoken in Asia and parts of northern Africa, including Hindi, Persian, and Sanskrit. This language family dates back to around 4500 BCE when Proto-Indo-European was first spoken by nomadic tribes who lived from Eastern Europe to India. Over time this single language split into different dialects which developed independent vocabularies and grammatical structures. This explains why modern-day Indo-European languages share so many similarities in their grammar but differ drastically when it comes to vocabulary. 2. Afro-Asiatic language family. The Afro-Asiatic language family is one of the oldest language families in the world, with a recorded history spanning thousands of years. It stretches from North Africa to the Middle East, as well as parts of Europe and northern India. This major language family is comprised of 6 subfamilies: Berber, Chadic, Cushitic, Egyptian, Omotic, and Semitic. These languages are spread throughout North Africa and much of the Middle East. Afro-Asiatic languages have a rich history which dates back to prehistory. Oral tradition was used to pass down stories and knowledge before writing systems were established. Today these languages are spoken by millions of people throughout various countries. Methods of comparative linguistics. Comparative linguistics is a field of study that focuses on the comparison of languages, groups of languages and language types. It involves identifying similarities and differences between languages as well as individual features. Comparative linguistics has several methods to explore these similarities and differences. 1. Grammatical comparison. It examines how words are used in different contexts in order to identify patterns across language families and types. This includes the analysis of verb conjugations, morphological forms, syntax, and other elements of language structure. By comparing how words are structured in different languages, linguists can gain insight into how they evolved over time. 2. Lexical comparison. It looks at the vocabulary used in different languages or language families to determine shared origins or influences from one another. This is often done by looking at cognates, the words that are shared between languages and have the same origin. For example, the English word mother derives from the Latin mater. This is a cognate and shows that the two languages have a common origin. An alternative technique is to look at regular patterns in sounds or words that are shared between different languages. 3. Reconstruction. It involves analyzing texts to understand how a word or language was used in the past. Linguists tried to reconstruct the history of languages by comparing changes in their structural features. This is done through the use of two or more languages, which are known as comparanda. This method compares languages in order to reconstruct their common ancestor, or proto-language. In practice, this is done on the level of morphemes, which are individual units of meaning within a language's lexicon. The comparative method is a tool for determining genetic relationships between languages. It involves analyzing similarities and differences among related languages, such as resemblances in words for common concepts or grammatical structures. By comparing these features across language families, linguists can determine which languages are more closely related and which ones have developed independently. Basic principles of comparative linguistics. Comparative linguistics is an important field of study focusing on the comparison of different language systems. As with most areas of study, there are key principles that guide comparative linguistics and help shape our understanding of language evolution and development. Here, we discuss the basic principles that form the foundation of this field. 1. It states that all languages share a common origin, which is referred to as proto-language or mother tongue theory. This concept explains how modern languages have evolved from a single primitive language spoken in prehistory times. 2. It suggests that there are identifiable patterns in how languages change over time. These patterns are known as sound laws and involve changes in pronunciation or phonology over generations. 3. It claims that similarities between two or more related languages may indicate they have shared a common ancestor at some point in their past. This is referred to as genetic relationship theory. 4. It posits that languages will spread to areas adjacent to the ones they occupy. Languages will not remain isolated in their current geographic locations but rather spread and evolve to adjacent areas. This process is known as linguistic diffusion and can be seen across the world's many language families. 5. It states that borrowing words between related languages is common and can help determine relationships between languages. This practice helps linguists determine the relationship between languages, and can also help us in our understanding of the underlying language family tree. The importance of comparative linguistics. Comparative linguistics is an important branch of linguistics that helps us to understand the similarities and differences between languages. By comparing different languages and their structures, we can gain a better understanding of how language works, its history, and the influences that have shaped it over time. The importance of comparative linguistics lies on the bases that enable researchers to 1. Identify common features which can help them understand how languages have evolved over time. 2. Trace the relationships between language families and typological similarities, providing insight into the nature of human language in general. 3. Help linguists determine whether or not two related languages are part of a single language family or if they developed independently from one another. 4. Draw conclusions about the relationship between linguistic attributes, phonology, morphology, and syntax. 5. Combine data gathered from multiple sources to determine when certain sounds began to change or vocabulary items entered a particular language family's lexicon. 6. Understand the evolution of language families and types around the world today. Comparative linguistics has also been influential in the study of endangered languages and in the reconstruction of Proto-Indo-European, the ancient ancestor of most European and Middle Eastern languages. The comparative method was used in the 19th century to determine that Sanskrit shared an ancestor with Latin and Greek, which was termed Indo-European. Conclusion. Comparative linguistics is the science of studying and comparing languages with each other in order to uncover their family history and classify them into language families. It examines the similarities and differences between languages, allowing for a better understanding of the structure, development, and evolution of different language systems. By looking at how certain features are shared among related languages, researchers can identify which ones share a common ancestry. These features, or cognates, can then be used to determine the historical relationships between the languages and their families.